Alright guys, welcome to the studio, and today we're gonna have a super fast and hands-on review on Zoom F6 and Zoom H8. Gonna take a look at the main features which I think are the most important for me from the perspective of a person who does YouTube videos, who does sort of podcasts and live streams now and then. And in my previous video I have made a review of Zoom H8 and Zoom H6. You might want to check that one in the link. I think there's going to be a pop-up link somewhere here. And that's one of the really popular videos on my channel. Yeah, so here we go. This is what that's how the boxes look like. This box is quite a bit bigger than the H8. But that's all I'm going to say about the boxes, because that's not why we're here. We're not here looking at the boxes. We are here to look at the recorders. Okay? And as we speak, guys, I am recording this from this recorder now, as you can see. So there might be some glitches because, I'm touching the connector, so sorry for that. If that happens. I'm also having my headphone connected here, so yeah, everything is happening as we speak. Okay, now the main and cool features about the H8. First of all, I own this for a bit more than 2 years, and I really love this one. It's a very handy recorder, super easy to use, super nice, full of features that are really important and good to have. And again, in the beginning when I bought it, I wasn't sure whether it's a good upgrade or not. I can definitely say this was a very good decision for me to upgrade from H6 to H8. But what does it have and why it's so nice? Well, first of all, it has these capsules, and by default it comes with a stereo capsule which has the TRS input, and you can plug in your TRS lav mic directly in and it will work just out of the box. In here you cannot do that because there's no TRS inputs. These are only XLR inputs. Then the next thing that I would like to mention here is the touch screen. If you compare screens here, you see that on H8 the screen is much bigger. It's also a touch screen, and this is a killer feature for me. While this one was not a killer feature, the price of this port is like 30 bucks. You get this Rode VXLR Plus adapter, and then here you go, the same stuff. Here the touch screen is really nice. It has quick access to all the apps. You got tuner, you got, well, pretty much everything you need, and it's just 1 or 2 clicks. And you get it. The other cool thing is these little buttons which activate and deactivate different channels. Have very good clicky feel to them. Really like them. Also the gain trims, which I've never used, but they are here and they are really nice. Here you do everything through the menu. Yeah, what else? The power, which is important. You can run this one from the batteries. They are sitting in this compartment, and then you pull the tab and you get the batteries out. And you also can get the power in by the mini, is it mini USB? I think it's mini USB or micro USB. Yeah, whatever, you know what this one is, right? It's not a USB-C port, so you can get the power in here. And that's gonna work just fine. But that's the 2 ways of powering this unit up. I'll just switch right to the F6. Here you can power it also on the batteries. It's quite easy to open it up here. And you get 4 batteries. Tray here, which is nice metal solid, while here the door is plasticky. Here it's, yeah, see this one, I'm touching the touchscreen. Here it's all metal, feels much better build quality. And you can power this one from the USB-C, which is located right here, which is, I think, much more useful. I'm running Mac on everything, and then the Mac has USB-C ports, so it's much more compatible to the stuff I have. And then the third option is the battery at the back. And it's supposed to run on Sony standard LP batteries. I think it's called LP. Here you could put this extra plate and you can get a Canon battery, as you can see here. So it's a plate like this. I couldn't find the original plate, and maybe if they exist, then they cost a bit too much. So I found a really cheap alternative. It's from a Chinese company called Let Go. It's from another light source that I have, and this interface fits the Sony battery, and here you get the Canon interface. So you just put this one plate in and then it works out of the box. The only thing is I had to do a bit of a scratching here and make it sit nicely. But I mean, this is like 15 bucks, I think, including delivery to Sweden. So good option. You could check it out online if you need to. Let's see, here we go. Now focusing back on the stage. Okay, so we compare the power sources, we compare the screens, we compare the capsules, we compare the knobs here. Okay, now let's get back to F6, because I think we are more or less okay from the practical point of view with H8. The main feature that this one has is the 32-bit float. Float recording that you could do, which means basically you can never clip your audio. Whether you're gonna have someone who really screams in your microphone or talks really quiet, it will be able to capture it, and you will be able to have a good audio in the post. So that's the main feature of this one. Otherwise, feature-wise, for my purposes, they are quite similar, I must say. And again, I'm not making films, even though I heard that many people are making films with this one, but the professional level is sort of more with F6. But I don't know what professional level means for movie making, so I'm just telling you what I read. All right, then getting back to this one, we covered the power, we covered the screen. The way how you navigate through screen is through the menus. This is the menu button, you press it and then you get all the settings. We will not get down into that because there are a lot of settings. Okay, the inputs are just XLRs, 6 of them here. Both of these devices can work as audio interface for your computer if you need to. I've used this one quite a few times on my daily job during the conference calls. Works really, really nice. The biggest, or the next biggest killer feature for the F6 is going to be automix. So what that means, if you're recording 2 microphones, if you're recording a podcast, for example, this device will mute the person who is not talking and will sort of make the person who talks loud and clear. While in this one, you don't have that feature and you must do it manually in post-production. Here, this is a built-in feature, almost like magic, really, really good. It also supports time codes. I'm not sure this one supports time codes. Maybe it does. I've never used them. Oh, yeah, of course it does, but I've never used them. Might be a useful feature for filmmakers. You could put this one on your camera. There's a special plate that comes with the box that you mount here, and then you could put your camera on it, which again, it's a bit weird use case for me, but it's like that. Let me know if you have experience working with F6. Let me know if you think this is a good upgrade or not. To me personally, I've been using this one for a couple of months now, trying to see what's the difference, and first week I could not make the microphone working with this one, guys. Seriously. The reason is because the settings in the menus are quite different, one from another. So I think if I go to the menu, it shouldn't change anything. Let me see. So input, okay, phantom settings, nope. I think I can do like so. Okay, yeah, so I had to go to the source and I had to choose microphone plus phantom power. Here you choose just the microphone or microphone with the phantom power. If you don't choose that, if you just choose the microphone and you go to the main menu and choose phantom power on, it will not power in your port. So that's a bit strange to me, but I think that's, now I figured it out, and it was a bit of a challenge for me, guys, so I'm also sharing it with you. And there are 2 ways how to get into the settings. You click this button, it's a menu, you get like different settings. This is, you click it again and you go out, or you click this sort of little checkbox and you also go into some sort of a menu as well. And this is the one I didn't know in the beginning. So RTFM always helps, and I didn't do that. But now I have figured it out and it works really good. I'm super happy with the audio quality. I'm super happy with the way how it looks and feels. And it does everything I need for now. And I can say that so far, yeah, I'm sort of happy of upgrading from H8 to F6. I think that's it, guys. So if you have any questions, please put them in the comments down below. So I'm actually responding to all the comments. So yeah, if you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. But yeah, share your experience. If you have either of these, please let me know and what you think about them. And hope to see you next time on the channel. See you. Thank you. Bye-bye.